figure out why.
But somebody else.
Okay. Shoot, this light is like right
on you.
Let's
do that.
Okay, look, now you like a star, girl, shining right on you, honey.
Get my lights.
All right, let me hit record on here. Trying to make sure they come.
I should join the thing on my Facebook so we have at least me watching.
All right, you ready? What's up, Marvin? How you doing? All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is your favorite candy lady, Miss iCandi.
And it's Hershey, me, Miss Mocha.
And welcome to... what is it? Welcome to Two Hot Chicks, okay? Your favorite podcast. All right, y'all. Make sure that you guys subscribe. We are coming with you guys every Monday morning.
Every Monday.
Okay? Bringing you the best of the best. Hot topics, gossip, entertainment news, politics, relationship drama, all of that.
On a grown and sexy tip.
On a grown and sexy tip.
There you go.
We definitely are grown.
And we definitely are sexy.
No question.
No question.
No question. We are also recording live on Facebook. So if you guys are Miss iCandi's Facebook friend, make sure you guys are checking that out. We're going to actually probably start recording live from either
YouTube.
Yeah, a YouTube hangout or just a Two Hot Chicks page. Okay, so make sure you
like and subscribe that also,
so you can be connected, because this is a new show. This is our 3rd episode, and we are actually starting to get with all the famous podcasts. So right now we're on Podbean, we're on iTunes, and we're on SoundCloud,
and we're trying to get on Spotify.
Right. So if you got a certain type of podcast that you listen to, let us know.
We're gonna be there. We're gonna be.
We're working, y'all. We working.
Yes, we are.
So. It's Sunday.
It is.
Gotta cook dinner, you know.
Yes.
Mom, wife life, all day.
Wife
and
life.
We gotta get this going so we can talk about these topics, all right?
Let's
do it. Okay, so Mocha, first up, let's talk about Jacksonville.
Okay, so in Jacksonville, it is a hot topic that there is a Caucasian teacher that's in Florida that he has been suspended after his school district concluded that he repeatedly used the N-word. And he also told his 7th and 8th graders that do not date African Americans because they are not worth it. And I'm laughing. They said among other violations. And I'm laughing because, I mean, first of all, who is he? Look at him. Look at him. Hold on. I'm going to just show the people on Facebook. Like, hold on. Look at him. Who's not worth that?
Who is that?
Who is he? He looks creepy, and I wouldn't be getting no advice from him. So let's go. We got Jacksonville family.
Okay, so you guys know that I lived in Jacksonville for several years. I have family in Jacksonville.
Yes.
And
so let's give a shout out.
Shout out to Sean G. Shout out to all my family.
What up, good?
Jay Antoine, Terrence,
yes.
Jonathan,
yes,
all my booze. What's up?
Hey.
To my family, Terry, I'm Willa May, all of them. What's up? Parker's on Tane. But what's up, Sean? So my sister is in Jacksonville, and my nephew happens to go to the school.
Wow.
And my nephew happens to be in the class.
Double wow.
That the teacher made the statement at. And my nephew was there when it happened, when he made the statement. So the teacher was talking to a young lady. She's a white girl, and she's known to date black guys. But her mother is white, and she's married to a black man. I don't think the teacher knew that her stepdad was black. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of put her to the side, and he said it to her, but he said it loud enough for the other students to hear it. Now, this school is mostly black.
Oh, okay.
So it's real bold to say something like that, you know.
So the school in the hood.
Right. And it's weird. So I found out about this Thursday morning. I was on my way to the barbershop with my husband because he was getting his hair cut, and I had to go to the salon to get my hair for that show.
Okay.
And Sean, my sister, was going live on Facebook and just going off. She was just at the school going off, causing,
You told me that, and then once you told me, you let me know. I had already saw it on one of my little gossip things, and I read it, and I just thought he looked creepy. The first thing I thought was not that he was in trouble for saying something, that he touched somebody.
Okay.
So I thought that's because he looks creepy. Y'all saw it, you know what I'm saying? So he looks creepy to me. So at first, but then once you said it, I read the story, and I was like, wow, this is like real. You know what I'm saying?
And it's weird because the school is suspending him for 10 days.
Oh, wow.
That's what they're going to do.
That's what they do to students, though.
And it's strange because what happens after 10 days is my question. And that's my sister's concern and other parents' concern. They have black children that go to school. Someone has definitely took off their cape. We can see who they are.
We know he put his cape on, and it has 3 Ks on it.
Okay, but he took off the hat.
Oh,
so
the
we can see his face
right.
At this point.
We see you,
we
Steve.
see him. And what is going to happen when he comes back to the school? So after 10 days, is he all of a sudden going to like black people? Is he all of a sudden going to say, oh, it's okay for, like, what is going to be different?
No, he going to, but I don't know. I think that, okay, so a lot of African Americans are getting upset about this Trump era and how, people think they can say whatever, but I would rather be able to see my enemy. I don't want to be calling my enemy a sister or a brother, and then they go on and backdoor KKK meetings. So I'm glad that they showing their colors. I'm kind of like, I think that this is the light that the Lord is showing us.
Right.
Like, hey, like, know who you, like, choose ye now where you stand.
Right.
Like, I think that this is that time. So I'm okay with Steve taking his cape off and showing his face, because their head gonna get cut off one day, or he gonna be hanging from a tree.
Okay, so I'm okay with that as well. However, I'm not okay with him coming back to the school.
Okay,
it's one thing if an adult shows me who they are and I know how to deal with them. But if my child is left alone with you and I can't be there to defend my child, I have a problem. What happens to my nephew when he's left in the classroom with this teacher?
Okay, I understand that too, but in the world, like we cannot say per se like who we gonna be around, and we can't discriminate against a person because their views and how they feel.
Now, I can discriminate against a person that discriminate against me. If I think that you got it, like I don't. It's right now. Black boys are a target. They got a big target on their chest and on their back.
I birthed a black
boy.
boy.
Would you be okay with your son being in this classroom? Or would you be like, pull him out this class, new teacher, he can't do this, but this is the math teacher. So
I'm okay with him being his math teacher, because he's supposed to be teaching him math. If he goes outside
but if he's pulling children up to the front to tell them don't date black guys,
okay, that's the problem.
He's not saying 1 + 1 is 2.
Okay,
he's
that's
saying,
the
hey,
problem.
little girl, I see you've been dating black boys and you need to stop.
That's
black
personal.
boys ain't shit.
That's personal. He is there. He's paid there to do math. Then what did he say?
But that's not what he did.
It's your job to check the coast. Then check them, bitch. So math, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So that's what should be said in the meetings that they having with the teacher. Your job is to teach math. We're not even asking you to teach history or politics or anything. Stick to your job if you want it. If he goes outside those guidelines of teaching mathematics,
do you think that,
arithmetic.
So should he get a slap on the wrist? Is that a good enough punishment? Because he knew what his job was when he got hired.
They addressed it, but it would have been the same thing if let's not even say race. If he would have just said you shouldn't be dating, he's stepping outside his bounds as a teacher. Okay.
All right, let's do this scenario.
Okay.
Right now.
All right.
A community that has a bigger fight than us, or their bark is bigger than us, they have a more backing than us, is the LGBT community.
Okay.
Now, if this young lady was, part of the LGBT community, the teacher pulled her up to the side and it said, hey, you should not do this. I think this is wrong. I think you should be with the young man. This is against blah, 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 blah. What would happen?
The school would be shut down. Okay? Because I ain't gonna lie.
And I agree. I don't feel like he should tell her anything. But I'm just saying, don't slap him on the wrist because he said something against blacks. That's what I mean when I say our fight is different. When they always want to say certain stuff like they're the new black, they got, such. No, they don't. Because they fight for anything. If you say, oh, I don't like that. You could say something simple. I don't like your lipstick. Oh, it's because I'm a lesbian. I don't like my lipstick.
True that.
You know what I mean? So the LGBT community do not play. So the black community should not play. You should not be able to say that around my child and get away with it.
I'm not saying that he should not be allowed to say that. But what I'm saying is if we, in turn, he was wrong, but not for what it wasn't really it was the contents, yes, but he should not have been having that kind of sidebar conversation with a student without her parent present, period, because at any point he is putting his beliefs onto a child.
Which is why it's inappropriate, and I feel like he should just lose his job.
Oh, I mean, right. And but we don't know their rules or guidelines about being
now that it's a national issue story, hopefully with more awareness, he loses his damn job.
Okay, I mean,
because for my sake, my sister will be in that class. In 10 days from last Wednesday when he got suspended, he gets to come back. My sister will be in that math class. I'm sure
she will.
Every day, she will be in that classroom every day. And until either he out of that class or until the man's fired.
Well, we'll keep y'all posted because we got a bird's eye view on this story. So
we
you
sure
should
will.
Be listening to us
because we got it.
We got it.
Okay. All right, so what's up with this NFL combine thing you were talking about? Because I know nothing about sports, nothing about.
Okay, well, Miss Mocha is like kind of sports literate only because I was like involved with a sports player for like a minute, and so I learned sports. But then, I mean, you know, all men love sports. The dude, his name is Guidus, G-U, but. I'm looking it up right now because I should have known his name, but I was looking up the dude that you had, Steve,
the Jacksonville guy.
You had Steve all up on up in the place and stuff. So since Steve's face came up, I had to let go of dude.
So what is the NFL combine?
So let me break it down. I'll say the combine. I already had issues with the combine because I feel like the NFL combine is kind of like slave trade. Basically, all NFL hopefuls go to this camp, and at this camp they do stuff like measure their neck. And I think that, you know, like, what does the neck width and length have to do with you being a good football player? But they do things like that.
Okay.
They test how far they can jump, how far they can run, how fast and how far they can run, and they test them. And basically it's like a big like training camp prospective players get in front of all of the NFL teams, and they basically do like a test to see if you can make it, see if you're big enough, if you're strong enough, if you're hard enough. And the things, like I said, some of the things that they have them doing, I feel like it's kind of slavish. And the reason why I say slavish is just because most of the hopefuls and the people that enter the NFL are African American males. It's men there, I mean white men there too, but anyway. So basically, during there they do these interviews, and during the interviews, each NFL perspective goes in front of different teams. Okay. And I'm sure that this is not like new that they ask these different questions, but this specific NFL player, which why can't I find it? I had it up before we even got on the air. I found his picture and I had his name and I told you, and then you didn't remember. So now it's my fault. Because I told you, I said remember. You know what I'm saying?
I remember the topic, not the name.
No, I gave you the name to put down though. I said put this down because we was gonna need to know the name. Which anyway, this NFL perspective. He played for LSU. I do know that, and I remember that he was an LSU player. And basically, he said within his interview, they asked him some inappropriate things, and one of the two inappropriate things that the team asked was, did he like men?
Oh, they asked him if he liked men.
And that was his name is. What is his name? Darius, that's right. Guidus, Guice. Okay, and so basically, he's a former LSU running back, and he was asked. He said that was one of the questions. But here's the thing: I think the team that asked him this was the Falcons, and we know, I don't know, the world knows that Atlanta is a gay, a LGBT like Mecca, you know. And maybe he said I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. And then they also asked this man, did his mama sell herself?
Herself.
Yeah, did his mama sell herself, like a prostitute herself? And
I think it's weird that they asked him, was he gay or has he messed with a man and his mama prostitute without, like, they had to have some type of background information.
I don't think so. I think that, okay.
Like, so it's just, are you randomly asked to do, hey, you gay? Do they ask every player, are you gay? Do they ask every player, is your mama a prostitute?
Okay, I didn't know that, but I think that they asked shocking questions like that to see how they would handle themselves in those certain situations, because the media, they get raw. You know, we media.
Right.
We ask difficult questions just to see if we could get a rise out of them. So I don't know. So
if they ask you a question like that and your answer is no, then it's like, okay, now.
Right, but what if you one of them gay players that, remember that one dude that just, whatever that gay man was, I don't even think he playing the NFL anymore. The one that came out, it was like he was gay. But that's discrimination.
Wasn't he about to retire when he came out though? Like,
no, this was like a new perspective dude. I know, like this is a new dude that was coming to the NFL. And
it's plenty of guys in the NFL that's gay. As long as they can play, they can catch a ball,
everywhere.
They can knock you down, they should be able to play.
Okay, but like I think it's different like with women than men. Like we have a problem. I know I wouldn't, like if I was in like a sports thing and I had to change in front of a gay woman, you could look at them and if you like them, boo. But I know that, you know what I'm saying? I know that I'm not going to like it back as long as you don't try to push up on me. You can look at me all you want to.
It's the thing though. A lot of guys, and they just kind of got to get with it, because a lot of guys have gay friends, didn't know they was gay. They been homies and been in locker room, been cool, ain't nothing. You ain't never think nothing about it.
Why just because you showing your homie your penis?
Just not necessarily showing your penis, but I'm just saying they change in the same damn room.
Okay, we change. Me and you seen my breasts, I seen your breasts, and will.
I'm just saying. So who cares, right?
Right. Who cares?
So if I found out tomorrow that you gay, I'm not
gonna
all of a sudden be like, oh my God, I can't be your friend. You can't be around here. You gotta get out. You know what I mean? Like, as long as this player has had your back and tackle people and block for you, and why do you care? And as a fan,
I don't care.
As long as that team, that player is helping my team win, I don't give two shits if he sleep with men or women. Just win.
And I think they should add some flair to them little tight pants. Should get some sequins up in there, you know. Some Judy's
too far.
Well, maybe it is.
So what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that the questions were too much? Or do you guys think it was cool? Because, honestly, if it was or wasn't, I wouldn't like somebody asking about a prostitute.
Well, we need to be asking men that, would you have a problem with a gay man playing on your same team? And you know what I'm saying? I think that men that
what if he had your back? And he could play, and he was a damn good player.
Yeah, that's his job.
If your quarterback helped y'all win and get to the damn Super Bowl, and he was the bomb, and then y'all got to the Super Bowl, and the day of the Super Bowl, that morning, you found that he was gay. Would you no longer want him to play with you in the Super Bowl? Right, so you could win and get that ring? Or would you be like, oh, he's gay, he can't play? Stupid. Just let it go.
I had brought up the point when we spoke earlier about this that, okay, so what if your job basically said, you have to get your sexual preference? Does that stop a doctor if he gay from being a good doctor? Does that stop a mechanic?
I already explained to you, I can have a gay doctor. I just don't want a doctor with tattoos on his face. I'm okay with a gay doctor.
But I haven't, I would just kicks and giggles, I would like to see a gay mechanic.
As long as he fixed my car,
I mean, too, but I think that he make it laugh girl, let me see you show operator.
See, and that's the thing, too. All gay men are not like that.
I know, but I would like a Judy, though.
It is a big taboo that every gay man is flamboyant, every gay man is feminine, and that's not true. My best friend is gay, and he is not like that.
Right, but I like Judy's. You know, I always like a good Judy.
Okay, so me and my best friend, we say we're the Black Will and Grace.
Okay.
Because he's like Will. Will wasn't like Jack.
Yes.
Will was gay, but he wasn't like the most.
Right. But I love Jack, though.
Yeah.
Okay. But I love Will, too. So, you're right. Okay.
So I just think people need to just chill. Just because they're gay don't mean they're going to mess up the game. Don't mean they're going to want you. Don't mean they're going to touch you.
That's another thing, too. I'm not gay, but I hate that when somebody find out that, especially a man, they be like, dude, every gay man don't want you. We got gay friends and they don't want they be looking at y'all just like we like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? So get over it, okay?
Right.
Get over yourself. That's what you're saying.
Okay. All right, so next topic, y'all.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay, so this was a big one.
It's a really big one. Okay.
So Washington, D.C. has a show called Fam in the Morning.
Right.
There are three hosts. It is DJ 5'9", Quicksilver, and Danni Starr.
Okay. We know Danni Starr.
We know Danni Starr because she was on Bridezilla.
Yeah.
And she was
Bridezilla,
with the boot camp.
Marriage Boot Camp Bridezilla edition.
Right.
Yes.
And I seen her on both because I was looking at the pictures like she looked familiar.
We both were saying that, but you know what? I thought she was on Bad Girls Club for some reason. Okay. She had that face. I don't know, but anyway,
I knew her from Brazilla because I know that the day of her wedding she had a real bomb haircut, and I was like, her hair,
because her hair was really long,
and then she got it cut the day of the wedding.
But she was a little irritating. Like,
she was
like she was a Brazilla.
She
really was.
Definitely was, but so. She has been very vocal on air, which, you know, when you do radio or something you do, you kind of tell everybody your therapy is through your audience and through your stories. I've done it too.
How much money we saved in therapy talking to y'all.
Right.
Thanks.
So that is definitely something I'm familiar with.
Right.
But she has been very open about her life. Her marriage. Her husband has cheated on her
with a stripper.
Mm-hmm. And her father actually had a baby outside of the marriage
with the babysitter. So you could see how those topics could be very touchy
to her. Okay. So she was looking for a nanny, and she put it out, I guess, on Twitter or Instagram or something
where the people could DM.
Yeah, like I'm looking for a nanny, someone with some experience. I got this amount of kids,
right? And a lot of people use that as the avenue to get hire, fire,
right. So someone I'm sure several people probably reached out to her, but one lady in particular reached out to her, and
well, we don't know because that was the whole of it. She was one of the people that reached out to her.
I'm going to tell her side. So one lady reached out to her in particular, saying she was interested in the job. Now, Danni claims she didn't respond to her, but she got back on the radio and said how someone had reached out to her and she was not going to hire her because she was pretty and she's not hiring nobody to be around her husband that's pretty and stuff like that.
Right.
So this young lady instantly, I guess, assumed it was her.
Like Miss Mocha would have did. I would be like, oh, it's me. But in essence, this one young woman don't know.
That it was
I'm
sure
her. That it was more than one
pretty girl that reached out to her. But so DJ 5'9" and Quicksilver actually invited this young lady on that show.
On International Women's Day at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to I guess
say her side. That was their rendition of why they asked this young woman to be on
supposedly
the show.
She reached out to the show.
And then
the producer, and they let her on because they wanted her to be able to tell her side because she was very upset and hurt by not being getting this job because of pretty shaming.
Okay. Now, and we're going to talk about that because there is a thing called pretty shaming. Yes.
Okay, so they basically kind of blindsided Danni Starr with this girl. And
they had their regular morning show, but they brought this young lady on as a guest, but they didn't tell Danni Starr that she was going to be on the show.
Right.
So she was ambushed. I can see how she could feel ambushed.
Right. And we're going to play some of the footage for you guys now, and then we'll let you guys know what we think about it, okay?
All right.
Okay, so for you guys got to go to YouTube to watch the footage, but we're going to put that footage in our podcast, okay?
So y'all just get the background and see what really go on behind the scenes, okay?
Right. Okay, so as you can see, Danni was upset with her co-host because they blindsided her and she felt angry, which I felt like she should be angry.
And if they were coming from a good place, like if it was me coming from a good place, I'm going to tell you, like, girl, so-and-so called, but we gonna have her on here, and like, so you know what I'm saying, you could get your story together. You my girl, my loyalty is to you, not to we partners, like, Cop and Robert, Cops are the Roberts are bad, we're good, some of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So to do that behind her back and think I don't know, I think it was for ratings. I think it was to see what type of attitude she was gonna have, how she was gonna react, and she actually totally went off
she quit on the
air, but her thing, the old girl was like, cause she did tell her, you seem very like arrogant to think I was talking about you. I never said your name. I never said your handle or nothing like that. I just said some lady was in my inbox and I was like, no, I'm not about to hire somebody that's pretty or whatever.
Right.
And then they were like, but you can't do that. You can't do that. And she was just going back and forth. So I put myself in this scenario.
Okay. I
have not been cheated on by my husband.
Right.
With a stripper and my father was a whore. So that might be my, he cheated with a few different types, not just the babysitter. I don't think it was the babysitter, but I'm just saying, he cheated several times. And I've had cousins and I have brothers and I've had past boyfriends that cheated. So I definitely can understand.
You understand where
she's coming from. And I, as a wife and mother now, I am not bringing a nanny in that is sexy and cute to take care of my child.
Why? First of all, I don't want to look at the bitch. Okay? I don't want to look at I have my mornings where I get up, no wig, you know what I'm saying, or not, my hair not done. I don't want to get up and look at a perfect bitch like what I'm not being right there. You know what I'm saying? You already taking care of my kid that I can't because I'm working, I'm doing something. I feel like an inadequacy. Not that I want some ugly bitch, because I don't want to look at no ugly bride either. But I just would not want like her to be like something that I'm not, like, you know, the booty, the fake booty, like what I want. You know what I'm saying?
And it could be insecurity. I can admit to being insecure, you know, in certain aspects of my life. I'm a woman and we all go through insecurity. That's life. That's what we deal with. I am not about to hand a video vixen on a platter to my husband.
Right.
I'm not going to do that.
Where they do that at?
That's just not about to happen.
No.
So I felt Danni Starr, and I felt, pretty shame it or not, this is my house. And I can choose to hire who I want to hire and have in my household in my house. I might not have wanted a dude with face tattoos. Am I being discriminatory? Yes. I don't want a dude with face tattoos taking care of my baby. Yeah. Just like I don't want, you know, K. Michelle or Cardi B or Black China being my damn nanny. That's my choice. It's my house. It's my money. It's my kids. It's my husband. And you can't tell me to hire you because you need a job. Where you to keep looking, boo-boo, because you ain't going to be working here. That's how I feel.
Well, you know what? Okay, as a pretty girl, you know, I feel the person on the other end a little bit, too. I probably would have thought it was me, of course, because I always think they talking about me.
Always.
Oh, okay. But one thing is, like, I feel that sometimes, like, I've been hated on men for being pretty, though, and being employed. Like, I started a job, and being a new girl is hard, ugly or pretty. But I feel like pretty is hard because I had people come up to me like, I at first I ain't like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm pretty? I'm like this every day. I was born like this, boo. So, I mean, I can feel, but it's some jobs pretty women can't do. I mean, Halle Berry even said it was hard for her to get roles. It was hard for her to get, remember back in the day, when she was the crackhead.
She was a crackhead in Jungle Fever and Losing Isaiah.
Okay, she said it was very hard. Losing Isaiah, she brought up as a point. She had to come in looking like the director couldn't see her in that role because he couldn't see past her beauty.
But that's how you go about that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it. But just like, we talked about this back in the day when we used to do the haters, right? Okay. But they were casting for Precious. How did they go about casting Precious? Were they like, we are looking for a big, black, fat, ugly girl? Did they have a whole bunch of big, fat, black, ugly girls? You know what I mean? Like,
or did they make that role? Like, I mean, well, the book was made already, but it's kind of like it was made for her. You know what I'm saying?
No shade to Gabby. I love Gabby. But Gabby. I'm just saying, like, how did they cast? You know what I mean? Right. So, was a pretty girl... I'm sure it was pretty girls that was upset they didn't get that role. Right. Get over it. Everything is not for you. Right. Everything is not for you. I mean, you just gotta get over it.
I mean, go try to get in a pageant or something. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, this situation is a lot different too because it is a private employment type of situation. This is not a corporate. Now, if you tried to get a job at the bank
or and they daycare
and they said no, we can't hire you because you're pretty, then it's an issue. But you're trying to be in someone's home where they have a husband and they have children. Right. They don't have to hire you.
No, they don't. And like you said, like if it was a daycare, that would be a different story. Yeah. Like it's pretty daycare workers. Right. You can't go in somebody's house. I'm sorry.
You can't be around my husband.
You might be in somebody's house, but you can't be in my house.
Okay. And that's my choice.
That is. And
like that's my choice. You can't bully me into letting you in my house to work. And that's what it seemed like.
Pretty much.
She was like trying to be like, well, you should let me. I didn't like, bitch, bye. Like, no, you will not. I said no. No means no. Right. This is rape. I said no.
Oh, but you know, but on the other end, look, if you could pick, like, remember on Married to Medicine when Contessa had Miss, what was her name? The daycare.
Miss Renee.
Miss Renee, who really, she wasn't pretty. It was Darnell Jones' mama, and she looked
Don't call her not pretty. Oh, my gosh. Darnell, we love your mama.
We like you,
we love your mama.
I'm having your song at my wedding, but what I am saying is your mama look dead on you. Like, and then, you know what I'm saying?
So, okay. When it comes down to hiring women to be in your household,
I want somebody like somebody mama, like, you know, a big old booty, fat.
I said I wanted a mammy, quote unquote, because mammy, not manny, mammy. You know, like the old days, Aunt Jemima, mammy, because she gonna cook real good for my babies. Yes. She gonna be, you know, like right, and she probably got her husband somewhere. She ain't worried about man. But even if you hire unattractive
Your
person.
husband still might like
He
her
might, because
Arnold
Arnold Schwarzenegger cheated on his wife
and
with.
she looked like a man.
So if he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. I understand that, but I'm not about to hand somebody on a platter to my husband to cheat. If he gonna cheat, he gotta go work and cheat.
That's why you gotta work for it. Mama ain't gonna bring him home. You know, I'm with you. I'm with you
For
with
real.
that.
So Danni Starr,
We with you.
we with you, and they can't make you do nothing.
No, they
okay.
can't.
And I think that DJ Quicksilver and
DJ
5'9" was totally wrong.
Out of order.
Totally wrong. And I'm happy that people caught them out on their stuff because that was just so foul.
It was.
Okay, y'all, I want to talk about relationships. You know, we go in on our relationships. We're kind of early, though. We're not even 30 minutes in. So
let's talk about the mother and son stuff.
Okay, let's talk about that. Okay,
right.
So let's go to our topic I gave Ms. Morgan when she walked in. So everybody knows that there's a such thing as a daddy-daughter dance. And it's been getting really popular. I'm sure they've had these before. You know what I mean?
I mean, years and years.
Yeah, but it's getting really popular now. A lot of men are taking their little girls out on dates. I just saw a video earlier today where this father took his daughter out for Valentine's Day and he had her dress picked out, which you know how to be having those things for women where women be like, I want my man to do this for me.
Lay my dress out.
Right, with shoes and then loading flowers and money. And he did this for his daughter for Valentine's Day. And I think he's with the mother because the mother was there as well filming and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he said he was taking her out that night for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So her mom did her hair, done nice and pretty and got her dressed. And you see the mom getting her ready. So then the dad walked up to her with a rose and he handed her the rose. And she was just being a little girl. She was just being a little girl like, whatever, daddy. But it was really cute. So he took her out. He took her to the restaurant. He pulled her chair out, helped her get in her chair, took her jacket out. He kissed on her hand. Like,
and what that's
beautiful.
doing is showing your woman how a man is supposed to treat you.
Little girls' first love should be their fathers.
It should be.
And little girls should be able to have a standard. And they should be able to be like, oh, my dad.
You ain't treat me like my daddy.
It ain't gonna work.
Because I'm still on that right now.
Okay.
To this day. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, I thought it was beautiful. And then after I watched that video, like a few hours later, my husband showed me this video of Obama giving a speech, you know, talking about how Michelle was so great to him. And he got a little misty eyes saying how beautiful she was and how graceful and what she did for the White House and all this kind of stuff. And then he went on to his daughters. And it's only one of them was there. Malaya was there. And he talked to her. And he told her how proud he is of her and just how she took this, you know, all of this that came with it on. And the best thing he's ever done in his life was made them. And she was crying the whole time. When he was talking about her mama, she was crying. And he was talking about her, she was crying. And I was like, it's going to be hard for a man to get that girl. She going to be like, my dad was the president.
My dad is Bob.com, okay?
What you going to do?
What you got?
What you got to offer? It's going to be hard because her father set the standard.
Misty too.
Right. Her father set the standard. So it was beautiful.
And he should.
Right.
Okay.
And, you know, with me being a newlywed.
Okay.
My husband is like that with my daughter, and this is her bonus dad,
right?
But
and she also has
a father,
with her dad.
right? But her bonus father has really slid in and given her this. This is how a man's supposed to treat a woman with me, and this is how a man is supposed to treat you. So he took her for her birthday to the father-daughter dance.
Okay.
And she had a great time. Now, when I take her to dances, she won't dance with me. She's like, mama, stop. You can't. No. Don't want nobody to see or whatever.
Right.
But she danced all night with her bonus daddy and had the time of her life. The next day, we had like a party at home, and then we were talking about all her past birthdays. And I was like, so which one has been your best one? Now, I done gave her a tea party, skating party, Chuck E. Cheese. Like, I done threw all kind of parties, got out of my way throwing parties, door parties,
the
big
party
party.
planner.
I am. And she was like, my best one so far is daddy-daughter dance. And I'm like, so this man spent $35. And this your best birthday? Really? When I was out there cutting them little tea stuff, making them little trays and getting hats for every little girl and turning my house into a daggone, you know?
Right.
I was like, that's your best one? Okay. But he is setting the standard, you know, because he brought her flowers. He gave her not a rose, flowers. Okay. A dozen roses. And he, you know, like took her out and she just had an amazing time. So I've been happy seeing this because just, especially within the black community, you hear that fathers aren't there. You hear that, you know, it's deadbeats dad and single mamas and all this and all that. So you don't see men highlighted. We've seen women do it. We know women out here making it happen.
We doing it. Look at Miss Mocha.
We know women making it happen. It's no short of that. We know they making it happen, either married or single, taking care of their kids, doing what they gotta do. We know women have been doing it and ain't stopped. But for a minute, it was very much vocalized that black men weren't. So seeing black men step up and do it, it just makes me proud to see it happening. So after the daddy-daughter dance, I noticed on social media, a lot of people were saying, you know, they were seeing all these pictures of daddies and their daughters and stuff like that. And it seemed like they felt a certain kind of way. Because they was like, I mean, where's the mamas and sons stuff? What's up with the mamas and sons stuff? Okay. And you know, Miss Mocha is a mother of a son. I am. So I definitely wanted to bring this to her. Because there's this thing, and I'm sure this has been out for a little while too, but it's the mom prom. Okay. And they have a prom where mothers take their sons out on dates and to this dance, just like the father-daughter dance. And I wanted to know if Miss Mocha thought that it was needed, because it just the way it was presented to me, I saw so many negative women being bitter, asking for it. Then I saw it, and I was like, y'all acting like I gotta compete with the daddies. Damn, what the daddies have their day.
Right. Okay. Now I'm coming from a mommy aspect, a mother of a son. Okay. I'm gonna say this. It's not necessarily a competing thing, because I'm a mother of a son. I can never be a father of a son. Right. I could never do that. But I think it's needed, because just like a little girl has a relationship with her father, a little boy has a relationship with his mother. Right. And I say that because I am also teaching my son how to treat a woman. And I say that because he knows to open a door. He knows, like, you know, different little things. What I like to be attentive. Like, if I'm not feeling well, he'll say, Mommy, how are you doing? Those are things that he's had to keen on as a woman. He has to watch those signs in his wife and his daughters to see how. So, I can never, and I will never take this away from his father and say that I can teach him how to be a man. But I can teach him how to be a good man to a woman. And that is my job as a mother.
See.
But you also is not a mother of a son.
Right. Okay? I agree with you up until a certain point. Okay. I feel like our jobs as mothers are to nurture our kids, to teach them survival skills, especially like your son got to know when he get 18 how to cook for himself. He got to know how to wash clothes. He got to know how to do this, and other stuff. I feel like kids, especially the boys, they learn a lot by example. So when they see their father treating a woman or their mother right, they learn from that behavior. You know what I mean? Versus, because a lot of times women, single mothers, have been making their sons their husband, the man of the house. You're not a man, you're baby. You shouldn't make him the man of the house because he's 8. So to put a lot of responsibility, on him, and they address him a certain kind of way and do certain things where it looks like they're a couple and not mother and son. So a part of it kind of...
First of all, I'm 40-some years old, so I could never be a couple with 12-year-old.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, it's when kids get a certain age, boys get a certain age, they don't have healthy relationships with women because they're still attached to their mother. Because their mother was doing certain stuff that was like their woman, that they can't detach themselves from their mother and actually be a good man. So you can teach your son to open your door, and that's great. But is he going to open his girlfriend's door? Is he going to treat his girlfriend this way? When he gets with his girlfriend, is he going to be able to be like, okay, I'm with her now, Mom? Or is he going to be like, that's my mom, I got to go do this for my mama. Like, drop everything because mama called. And I feel like there has to be some type of boundary.
Well, okay, let's see. Because, I think you are so one-sided because when do you have your son? Okay, because I just feel like you like, oh, yeah, no. First of all, let me tell you something about my son. He is supposed to look out for me. I'm looking out for him. And
I think he should look out for you, but I also feel as if he has to be a man. He has to learn how to be a man.
That is exactly
he can't
what
be
I'm
up under
him.
his mom forever.
No, and I don't.
But a lot of boys do, though. I know grown men that had mothers that did that, and they I know a dude that just turned 40 and he still live with his mama. You know what I mean? Like, he's never left his mama's house. That is a problem. That's what I'm saying. When sometimes mothers coddle their sons too much and they're too attached to their sons, they don't let their sons actually detach themselves and be men.
But what about mothers that don't teach their daughters? They letting them go fly away and be
this
whatever.
This is why I want daddies in their life.
Okay, so I'm just saying, Like,
this is why I want the daddy daughter.
Mothers,
I'm not,
because,
but I'm just saying sometimes mothers are always wanting credit for certain stuff, and always want to do certain stuff. And it's like,
I'm not that mother that gives celebrates Father's Day. I am not her.
Right.
So let's get that straight right now. I am not. I am big on, there is something that, there are a lot of things that I'm not going to be able to teach my son.
Right.
Because I'm a woman. I don't know why his thing didn't get hard and he watching cartoons. I don't know those things.
I'm scared to have a little boy, y'all. So, that makes me nervous.
Yeah, I mean, it do be, because it's scary. Especially when you're not going through, you've never experienced it. And I do believe that being a mother of a daughter would be a lot easier for me. But I also believe that the Lord don't put things on you that you can't handle. And I feel special being a mother of a son, because I know how to be a woman. I don't know how to be a man. And so for the Lord to put that on me, the mother of a son, that's like, oh, he thinks, I believe, but Miss Mocha thinks she's all that anyway. But I believe that, like, the Lord is like, this is the mother of a son. He knew, like, I was going to be strong enough to be able to do that. I'm not coddling him. I make him accountable. I let him know that, I don't get with me in that. Like, it's always somebody else's fault.
Let me, because I know you outside of podcasts, right?
Okay.
As tight as you and your son are, because you guys are very close, and I get that, and I know you love your baby no matter what.
We do.
But just think about the relationship with his father.
Okay.
And how quick he is to be like, peace,
he
mom. Peace, mom.
Yes.
But I go hang on pops. You know what I mean? Like,
okay. That's true.
They do need that.
Yeah, and I don't get upset about that.
Right, and you shouldn't get upset about that.
And I don't bad talk them.
And this trickles down into having a co-parenting relationship with fathers.
True.
I feel like sometimes, as women, we want to be independent. We want to be strong. I am prideful. I'm blessed that I was a single mother to a daughter, because there's stuff I can do, I can relate to, I can help her. If it would have been a boy, I would have been totally lost. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very blessed that I had a little girl. However, I'm prideful. So I would have definitely been like, don't need you. You ain't got to do nothing. Like that's my mind. You know what I mean? I'm very, very prideful. And I feel like sometimes that is a weakness, because when it comes to children, it's not about you. It's not about what you want, what you don't want, how you feel. It's about that child and what's best for that child. So sometimes we was just talking about the blended family things. Women hold the kids as a pawn.
And it comes with growth. I'm going to say this. It takes because when you new to being a parent, it's new. You don't know. There's no guidebook that they give you at the hospital. Like, you're a mother of a son. You're a mother of a daughter. Right. You're a mother, period. They don't really tell you how to parent, and really you grasping at straws. And it's kind of like what do you call it? Where you do it, if it don't work, you try trial and error. Yeah. There you go. So
I think that's when it becomes our job, the community job, the friend's job, the family member's job, to help guide them in the right way.
I think so too.
You know what I mean? Like, if you saw me wilding out,
right,
not letting my daughter see her father, or you can't, your job is to pull me to the side and say, sis, I understand you're hurt and I get it, but you gotta do what's best for that little girl.
There you go.
That little girl needs her father.
There you go.
So let her go with her father, and me, you're gonna go out for drinks because you need time to yourself. It's not, you can't be your friend's yes person.
Right.
And you need women that's gonna check women
there you go.
On issues.
Your friend,
your
sis,
friend.
Where your friend?
Where your friend at?
We should have a segment called "Sis, Where Your Friend?" Because a lot of people either let their friend go out looking a mess, or got their friends on social media growling out. Where you should be like, "We're boo!" It's a lot of people celebrities.
It's yes women. It's like yes men and yes women. Yeah. Where you let your friends do stuff, or you be the church yes,
right,
like bitter girls.
Like boo.
You see your friend on social media wilding out, talking crazy about somebody. You need to be like, girl, stop. And I seen this happen. And I will see people be like, yeah, girl, men ain't shit, girl. And I'm like, get off Facebook. Don't you got some friends? Make some phone calls. You ain't got to be on Facebook doing this, because this stuff, people just watching because they like drama.
Pretty
much.
I
do feel like we should check each other on that.
Miss Mocha have her popcorn and I'm touching candy girl, did you see so and so? So yeah, it's post watchers like me.
It is.
And I don't like people to see people crash and burn. And if I was your friend, I would be the one that would call you. But some people I don't know. I'm just your friend on Facebook, or maybe you just came up with timeline, and I'm just gonna be watching.
I will watch, and I will go to the baby father's site to go see what he said, and his girlfriend's like, girl, I'll be going all the way if I don't know them. Now when I do know them, I get in their inbox and I say, babe, I'm gonna need you to get off Facebook. I'm gonna need you to get off Instagram.
Social media,
I'm gonna need you to get off this.
down.
You can call me. We can talk.
Please.
But right now, you making yourself look like a donkey. You need to stop.
Yes. You know what? Maybe we should give not a donkey or something, a candy today. No, that sounds good.
That's too good.
Yeah. I don't like black licorice.
Black licorice of the day.
Something. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We would give today's black licorice title to the friends that are not checking their friends. If you are not actually getting your friends together and helping your friends and helping them better themselves, like you can't be a yes person to your friends all the time. Sometimes your friends need the hard truth. They need to know this is not how it's supposed to be. I'm your sis. I'm looking out for you. I love you, but right now you wrong.
You
ain't gotta call them up. Like I said, if it's on Facebook, get in their inbox or call them up. Don't get on their post and be like, "Girl, you stripping." You do like, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
But let them know. Don't get under them and be like, "Yeah, girl, you right, girl."
Yes, don't be giving the heart emoji.
Don't do that.
None of that.
Don't do that because messy is not cute.
Messy is definitely like keep it cute or mute. Okay.
All right. So we got one more topic.
One more.
All right, y'all. This is the relationship segment of the show. I think people really like us talking about relationships, so we're gonna keep it going.
Feedback, yes.
And give y'all that at the end of our show. Okay. So I wanted to talk about non-supportive spouses or partners. Okay, so there's a book out called The 5 Love Languages or The 5 Languages of Love or something. I can't remember the actual title, but it's actually a really good book, and it breaks down how you receive love from people. What type of things can they do?
Like, how do you receive love from people?
Right. For me, and you guys can look up the book and look up all of the
languages.
Signs. Yeah. I'm going to just tell y'all mine because it goes with today's topic. But mine is support and acts of services. That is my love language. I'm not a materialistic girl. I'm not the type of girl that, I'm affectionate. So that's my minor. Like, it's two. You can have two.
Minor. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm very affectionate. So it's physical and it's support. Those are my two. And I could not be with someone that is not supportive to me.
Okay.
I am a dreamer.
I mean, this is a dream.
This is definitely a dream. If you guys have been watching iCandi production, you have seen the dream from the very beginning of 2009 up until 2018. The dream is real, okay? This is a journey.
Bottom, now we're here.
Right, this is a dream, and I'm still dreaming. I'm still building. I'm adding new aspects, meeting new people, having new faces, and everything is great. So, with me, I'm a dreamer. I need to support my dream.
Okay.
If you don't feed my dream and support my dream, I'm not going to be happy.
Okay.
If I'm not happy, I'm not the best me I can be to you as a partner. So I remember before my husband and I started dating, that was my best friend.
Okay.
We was really good friends. And he had a couple of moments throughout our friendship where he wasn't a good ass friend. And those times I would check him on it. Okay. I remember my very first Christmas charity event. It was a big thing for us. We partnered with Projecting Hope, and we were raising money to give like 35 children, like families, Christmas presents.
Right.
So we put together a Christmas mixtape album with local singers and producers, and there was a concert and a dinner where we presented all of this. Okay. Formal. Yes. Got to dress up like Jessica Rabbit in my red dress, and that was cute. So at the day, probably a day or two before the event, my friend,
which is
slash husband now. He was my best friend at the time. Told me he wasn't gonna come to the event, but he would donate some money. He would buy a ticket and not come or something. And I was like, I don't want your damn money. I want you to be there, but I didn't say it. I said it to like my other friends. I didn't say it vocally to him. I just, like I said, I'm prideful. So I just kind of kept it to myself, but I had attitude that he wasn't there. Like,
to the day they got married, girl.
Like, I still bring it up and we married and he done supported me at everything since then. But I still be like, remember when you ain't come to my bed? Like, I am not good at that. Like, the way I feel love is through support. So I think I told him probably like a year later how it hurt me that he wasn't there. He was like, why didn't you say something? I was like, I don't know, because of pride, like I just was like, forget you then, like in my head. But it was kind of like a slap in the face. Like, you see how hard I'm working on this event. You see, how much I'm putting into. Why not come for the final result? See how it all plays out to support me and what I'm doing. And honestly, since that event, he has been at every event. He has financially supported it, and he has been at every event. And any event he has, I'm there as well. So that is love to me. Help me build it. My husband has sponsored my first 2 women empowerment conference. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate him. I love that he loves me and he supports my dream and he sees my vision. That is love to me. How would you feel if, like, you do makeup, right? You have a big makeup expo, or you have a big event where you're doing makeup recording for something, and you got some of your friends coming to help you. They're going to be out, you know, and about in the audience watching or helping you run or whatever. And your man, your partner, your husband is like not supportive.
I've been in a situation before where I've been with someone that actually, like, they kind of like said I was living in a fantasy world because of the way that I like envision like things that are manifesting now, like even this, you know, where like you wasting time.
Okay.
Like, why are you, like, what is that gonna, like, are you getting paid for it? Like, different things like that have been said, which, you know what I'm saying, needless to say, I'm not with that person, but like, it's kind of good to rub it in their face, like to be like, I'm on iTunes, I'm on, you know what I'm saying, SoundCloud. So it is people out there, and it's hurtful, especially when, like you said, you're a dreamer and you know, like, I'm a grinder too. So I'm gonna make sure, like, if I don't know, I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna make it just so I can rub it in your face at the end, be successful. And I'm a firm believer of success is the best revenge
ever.
I just feel like in any aspect of, even if you was a housewife, if your partner is not supportive of you being that housewife, you're not going to be the best at it.
Right.
So I'm most definitely at anything you do, even if it's not outside of the home, if you don't have a supportive partner, you don't have a good union. That's how I feel. I
agree. I definitely agree. So let me just try to say to the men and women out there that aren't supportive of their partners, this might cause reason for infidelity. This might cause,
because what about the man that is there, or the woman that is support, is
right,
there,
right? Like,
believes
you
in
can't
their
have
dream.
a man that is, you know, out here like a rapper. Let's say a rapper. Now I don't talk about no 40-year-old rapper, but a man
don't be doing that. There's some breakout 40-year-old rappers out here. We just don't know them yet.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a guy that has a show and he's performing at his show. As his woman, you should be there to support your man.
Girl, wiping the sweat off his face.
As a man, if your woman is doing a presentation to women at a luncheon or something, and she offers you the opportunity to come, you should go. Don't take it as well, she asked me, like, you know, it didn't really matter. No, it's not an option. If we say, hey, I'm doing this, and, you know, it's open to the public, be there.
Yeah, because I think that too, as being like single for so long, you know, sometimes we get in the mindset is that I'm going to do this, like, you don't need, and I don't ask for support sometimes. But
that's the thing too. We need to discuss that too, because sometimes if you don't ask, they don't know. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Right, and I fall under that a lot.
And that was my issue with my husband now. I did not tell him like it was important that he came. Yes. So I feel like we have to express
because I think
ourselves.
that men sometimes don't. Like, I think that we think that men are a lot like us,
and
but they're not.
Go right
like
over
us.
their head.
Yes,
right over their head.
It does.
But fellas that's listening, we telling you now, so you have no excuse. We need support. Like,
support is awesome.
It is awesome.
I once we got like official, we got our little logo. I went into my phone log and I like girl exes, like people I haven't spoke with. I mean, I was on it. Like, hey, like, listen to this, be a part of this, subscribe if you can't listen. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even support, like, I'm just all about support, period. If you doing something, making t-shirts, I'm going to buy one.
Right.
You know, whatever. I'm all about support within the community. Just support, period.
And support within your own circle, too.
Yes, most
That's
definitely.
really big on people, and not just relationships, but friendships. If your friend is doing makeup, is your friend is a makeup artist, and you have to go out to an event, why not hire your friend?
There you go.
To beat your face.
Because artists do need to get paid too.
Right, they gotta eat, and the stuff they're putting on your face costs money.
There you go.
So you need to throw in some support.
There you go.
You know, to them.
Yes.
If we selling merchandise, which is coming really soon, support y'all. Love us.
Right, because we try to do that. We try to give back most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
We try to like support and be out, and that's a big thing this year that we are doing. Like, you gonna see us out. You gonna see Two Hot Chicks out. You gonna see us. So be looking out for us.
So if you got events coming up in the tri-state area, in Cincinnati, even Cleveland, Columbus, or Indianapolis, Kentucky, we try to come and kick it. So let us know what's going on.
Yes, and we got big things going with like Two Hot Chicks Entertainment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be DJing events soon. Be looking out for us because we hot.
Right.
You know
and then all my ladies that are actually listening right now, mark your calendars. April 28th is the third Women's Empowerment Conference. So excited for this. So ready for this.
This year we have some great speakers.
And we're getting ready to make that official announcement this week. And we are looking for vendors and we're looking for sponsors. So if you guys are interested, make sure you contact us and you let us know.
And we got you.
Right. So I want to end this show with some advice. If you could give people out there some advice to start their week off with, Mocha, what would you say?
I would say make a good day, make a good week. And what I mean by that is sometimes we are like throwing curveballs. Like last week, I left out on time, and then when I got out in traffic, it was traffic like on my exit, like to even get on the expressway, it was backed up. I could have let that, like that I got to work 45 minutes after I was supposed to be there, like F up my day. But I didn't. I used it as fuel to make my day, my week better. So I would say make a good day. It's all in control. It's like we can't control things that happen, but we can control how we process it and how we
react.
Yeah, react to it. So make a good week. That's what I would say.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that. Okay. And I guess my advice for this week would be that happiness starts within self. You cannot rely on someone else to make you happy.
That's right. I agree.
Yes, you have to make you happy. Be happy with you and what you're doing and what you're about. Okay?
And it might take some time.
And it might take some time. And you can't let other people's dictate your happiness.
There you go.
You can't let their opinions of you dictate your happiness. You can't let what they got to say about you dictate your happiness.
Don't.
You can't let haters dictate your happiness.
Bye, haters.
You go out there and you be happy. Happiness within yourself.
You,
so if you like the way you dress, you like the way your hair look, you like the way you smell, that's all that matters. And if you don't like it, it's time to change it so you can be happy, because happiness starts within self. Okay, so I want you guys to have a blessed week. Okay,
a blessed
But
week. Before we go, we must talk about our sponsor of the week.
Okay, who is the sponsor of the week?
The sponsor of the week happens to be Hershey Me.
What?
Miss Mocha. It is Makeup by Mocha. Okay, Makeup by Mocha is a mobile glam service. I am good for weddings and events. I could just beat you just because you want to be beat, boo. I do groups with men and women. I do facial groups where we get together. If you have a boys night out, you all get together. We do facials, all of that good stuff. Skincare. Miss Mocha is the stuff. So if you don't know, ask somebody. I have Facebook, Makeup by Mocha. I'm also on IG as Makeup by Mocha. And you can reach me on Miss Mocha 17@hotmail.com, and that's for serious inquiries only. Don't be in my inbox. Don't be in my stuff like, hey, I know I'm cute. You want to tell me. And you can also reach me at 303 Diva.
303 Diva.
I think it's 303.
Is it 513? 303?
No, it's Diva is the last four numbers. So.
What's the first three?
I think it's 303, but it ain't 513. So just forget about that. But you can reach me.
Email her, y'all. Email her. Hit her up on Facebook, Instagram. Okay. Also, Miss Mocha is going to be giving a nice little presentation at the conference. So if you're not into makeup like me, and you need to know how to put makeup on for your daily,
it's called Fresh Face First Impressions, and how you're like when you walk in a room, you're like a person's going to size you up and let you like make an impression of you, and you want it to be a great impression.
Right.
That's what Miss Mocha, because I'm already lashed out. As you see here, if you watch it on Facebook Live, Miss Mocha got a new look just for 2 weeks because her birthday coming up, and she's coming out with a bloop. Okay, so be ready for all of that. Okay. So, let's tell them about on the 25th. It is Miss Mocha's birthday. Yes, and we're having all party here right online. So you have to listen. You have to.
All right, y'all. Well, we gonna go. Like I said, have an amazing week.
Please
we will talk to you guys next week. And be blessed, all right?
All right, smooches.
Deuces. What's up, Facebook?
What up,
y'all?
So you got to see what happens live behind Two Hot Chicks and like don't know nobody else. We gonna have this going like pretty soon. We gonna have it up and live, and y'all going to see us all the time. But we need y'all's opinions. We need you to go on either iTunes, on SoundCloud,
or Podbean,
and like and subscribe to us.
And also give us feedback, guys. Leave us comments.
Do.
We need reviews. Reviews really help.
Yes, they do.
As well. It helps with the numbers, but it helps us know where we can improve.
Exactly.
What you guys are enjoying, what you guys aren't enjoying.
More of, less of.
Right.
I know more of Miss Mocha, but you know what I'm saying?
But I thank you guys for checking us out. Miss Mocha is about to finish the rest of her wine. I'm about to start cooking.
Oh, me too.
Dinner. And yeah, it's been great. So we love you guys and thank you. It's been a lot of people. I seen y'all comment. I saw Andrea saying yes.
Yes,
I seen
thank you, Andrea. You was our most persistent listener. Thank you. A shout out to you.
Yes, I've seen a lot of y'all talking. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I love y'all. And I will talk to y'all later. All right?